probably the biggest trick to honing a blade is keeping the proper angle on your knife or your whatever it is you're sharpening. Pretty much done there. And the proper pressure throughout the throat across the stone. And you want to be consistent and almost mechanical about it. What I do is sometimes you have to pay special attention to tips and things like that. And remember that, like where my finger is on this blade, because it's a very springy blade, I can, if I'm not paying attention, put too much pressure on that spot and I'll end up with a blade that has a banana cut out of it. So yeah, you get a rhythm going with the right angle. And I would say that when you're sharpening chisels, if you're working it on softwoods, you can have a more acute angle, and hardwoods, you want it to be a little less acute, because I wouldn't go so far as to say obtuse, but a little less acute, because it'll hold up better, longer. So I've already accomplished what I was after on that one side, and that is to get a fine little burr going down, which you won't feel with your finger as much as you do with your thumb. But it's just a thread of a burr all the way down. So I know that I've gotten as far as I need to go on that side with this particular stone. Again, see, there's all the water. Now I'm going to just flip it over and do the same to this side until I get that burr pushed over to the other side. Then I know that that side's good. Just perfect. Yeah. So once you've done that with this grade of stone, that stone is pretty much done. Then you go to your middle grit stone and do the same thing. Starting with the side that has the burr on it. So you're pushing it, the burr back. That's just a little more here. You can see I'm keeping this blade pretty flat to the stone, so I've got a very fine angle on it. Always be careful not to slab off a piece of steak from your hand in the process. It can happen. All right, now I've got the burr on that side. But you can see the angle of my blade to the stone doesn't change. And there's the burr. So I take my fine stone. You can hear that sound that it's cutting. You know, it's doing what it's supposed to do, grinding the steel away. On such a microscopic level, though. And I will say that these blades may have been dull, but they weren't too far out of being sharp. I try to keep up on them. That, for this blade, is as far as I can go with the stones. Now, that burr, if you looked at this thing through a microscope or some magnification, you would see that the burr is still hanging on, which isn't what you want. So, a strop, and a strop can be a piece of leather or even a piece of wood if you're in a pinch, but most hardware stores carry buffing compound, and that's all I do. Is a piece of leather is nailed to a wooden block, and I rub. It's just the vehicle. The magic is in the buffing compound, because it's another abrasive. It's a fine abrasive. So once you get you're done with your stones. Of course, you always go away when you're stropping. This polishes it like glass and takes that burr off, and sometimes on blades that I've had to really do some grinding on, by the time I finish, a little ribbon, like a hair's worth of steel ribbon, lies on your strop. And yeah, once you've done this, it's turkey time, or ham time, or whatever, shaving time. Come here, Max. Yeah, that's got a good edge now. And you can see it just shine, maybe. I don't know if I'm catching.
With my eye, I can.
Yeah, but shaving a haircut, that's pretty much it on sharpening. Truly and truly, as with anything, practice makes perfect. There's a variety of stones that you can get. A good basic one is a carborundum stone. Wood carving and all the things that I do require very sharp blades, and I've learned pretty well how to get a good edge.